Hey guys, welcome back to Emlyn in the Mix. I wanted to do this quick video on the Uno Synth Pro. I've actually had the Uno Synth Pro in my studio for a couple of months now, and since opening up the application here which communicates with my Uno Synth Pro and the software here that gets into the back end of the Uno Synth Pro, I've been able to really open up the back end of this synthesizer, and I have to say that I was completely wrong about this synthesizer. I did a video on it last year and it was a little bit of a shallow deep dive. I only played with the presets and I never got into the back end of the synthesizer and showed the full capabilities of what the synthesizer can do. So I have to say, and it's going to be in the title of this YouTube video, but I was wrong about the Uno Synth Pro because this thing is a freaking beast, and especially when you can get into the back end of the synthesizer and mess around with it. Now, I do want to say, full disclosure, there's no kickback for me from IK Multimedia. They're not even giving me an Uno Synth Pro, but they did give it to me for at least 5 months to actually play with, and I've enjoyed having it here in the studio, and I've absolutely loved having it. One thing though, in my studio, and I don't know if this is happening in everybody's studios, it's probably something to do with my power connection here, even though I have a power conditioner here, and I'm going to mention this in the video, but when I plug in the Uno Synth Pro into my USB, where it doesn't matter which USB port I put it into, I'm getting some weird sort of power loop feedback happening, and I'm sure that there is a way to stop that, but let me just quickly see if I can show you. I'll just stop talking for a sec and I'll boost it for this video, for the sake of this video. So that sound there, unfortunately I'm getting that, and hopefully it doesn't annoy you too much in this video. But the main focus I want to show you about in this video today is, of course, just being able to get into the back end, play with each preset, and of course you can save your sounds. If you get a sound you like, you can really save it. Obviously, when you are playing with the Uno Synth Pro, it's pretty light on with the parameters, right? It's very digital looking. There's only really your 4 main knobs here. But then when we jump over to the software, it's freaking phenomenal. Like, check it out here. We can mess with the effects. You can sync the oscillators to 1, 2, and 3, and you got your mixer here as well. I already just made this little sound, but let me just open up a new preset. So we got Dr. Lead here. It's a little bit hard playing with my back to the camera. Obviously, I want to be able to show you guys. I know it's not the best footage here, but you've all seen the Uno Synth Pro before. I think the main focus is on this software here. But yeah, look, we can play with the envelopes, of course. It's super fun. Like, obviously you can do what I was doing with the software. You can do it on the front panel on the Uno Synth Pro, but being able to get into the back end and really see what's going on, I freaking love it. Now I've got some scale. I've got a scale here. I don't know what KLZ actually stands for. Someone watching this video will know exactly what that stands for, but it's really cool. I can just jump across. I can change my scales here as well. Here's a major scale, so it's all going to sound happy and stuff. Let's just get a different preset here. Oh, it's got that effects is... Sounds really newsy, that one. I was just wrong. I was wrong about the synth. I'm stating that on this video because I literally was wrong about how freaking good and fat this synthesizer sounds. Open up the cutoff. let's chuck on an up. Like you can just do it here. It's so much easier. I don't even know how to do it on there. I mean, you can do it on there. Of course, you just press a button, but I don't know. I just find it easier. Look, I'm an in-the-box person. I find it easier working with software, and I have to say this is much easier. And it has a really nice sounding arpeggiator. Probably not, a pad's probably not the best sound for an arpeggiator. Let's do a poly pluck here. We've got the arpeggiator still on. That's better. You want short, sort of stabby attack sounds for your arpeggiator. And then the cool thing, and I know you can do this on the front panel, but again, I just find it so much more easier on the software itself. Actually, you can't see what I'm doing. Just see if I move that. No, it's not going to let me. I'm just changing the scale here. I just realized my video is in the way for you seeing me do that. I did change it before, but let's just change it to, I don't know, H minor, harmony minor. Again, I don't know what these abbreviations are. One of you guys will know. How good is that? And change our tune on some of our oscillators. Pop the noise in there. Sounds like a helicopter almost. Just mess around with the parameters too in here. Like if you don't know what's going on. I mean, a basic understanding of synthesis is always good, but like what is synthesis? The definition of synthesis is literally blending or combining sounds together. And I mean, that's all you're really doing, you know, mixing your oscillators here together. And again, you got very easy save and load functionality here. Like if I liked what I did there, I just type it in here, boom, it's on my computer. All right, let's go to a different preset here, Rave Stab. That's not meant to have an arpeggiator on. Actually, I'm curious to know with the Rave Stab, if I change, which you can't see, I'm sorry, because my video, let me move my video over here. Let me just move it there in the middle of recording. So here you got your scale, right? And that's where I'm choosing my scale. If I change, let's say to a different Mixolydian, does that change the Rave Stab? I don't know. Nah, the Rave Stab stays as a fifth or whatever it's playing in, but I think, yeah, obviously the scale's changed. But yeah, really freaking cool. I love being able to get into the back end here of the Uno Synth Pro. I think, I honestly, again, I was super wrong about this synth. It's super fat sounding. And I just feel like, this feature of the connectivity between the software and the hardware is often overlooked or totally overlooked. I don't even think I've seen a video of someone getting into the back end of the Uno Synth Pro. But yeah, look, that's the main reason I wanted to do this video today, is just show you how monstrous and big sounding this synthesizer is. Will I be keeping this? No, I do need to give this back to IK Multimedia, but I've enjoyed its time here, and I honestly think this synth has way more potential than I gave it credit for. All right, I'm gonna stop blabbing on now. If you liked this video today, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the algorithm heaps. and helps other people find this video that might be interested in this sort of thing. Think about it. You're helping other people discover awesome music technology, or even just news about this synthesizer here. And consider subscribing to the channel too if you enjoyed the video. If you like to see more software and hardware videos, I do heaps of videos. If you look at the channel, I've got hundreds of videos. You can check them all out, whatever you want to do, and all of that YouTube nonsense. All right, thank you so much for watching. And oh, I have a weekly podcast. I will mention that here, because if you're still watching it, there's something wrong with you. Weekly podcast, Emlyn in the Mix. No, I'm just kidding. There's nothing wrong with you. Emlyn in the Mix is my weekly podcast, and we simulcast here onto YouTube as well. So anyway, that's it. Everything is done. I feel vindicated. I feel better about myself for just allowing myself to do this video. All right, guys, thank you so much, and peace out. Boom.